right, today is November 24th, 2025, and we're going to talk about knee health today.
Internal system training addresses that issue. We do things where we're not putting excessive stress on the knees.
Okay.
The practice and what we do, both in stillness training and dynamic movement training, we don't emphasize the knees. So for example, we talk about doing rotational rooting, right? So knee health is that the knees are always in alignment with the toes. That's first and foremost. Anytime this knee goes out this way or out that way, now you're stressing the knees. When you're young, teen, 20s, you may get away with it. But as you get much older, you'll have more wear and tear. The cartilage is going to get less and less, and now it's going to be bone on bone. That's why you have problems. So we want to make sure we protect all the cartilage and the muscle in that area to make sure it's healthy for a lifetime. So what we do here in our practice at Arm Bridge Tai Chi is that we don't practice on a low frame. Some people do Tai Chi and it looks really nice and they go really low. It looks good, but actually you're putting a lot of stress on the knees. So we practice mid-frame. If you're in your, just practicing, mid-frame is good because it still works on the development and you're protecting the knees. When you're in your 80s or 90s, and you could do high frame. High frame means that you still bent a little bit, but you're not rigidly straight. So we do mid-frame. So when we're doing rotational rooting, we want to make sure that this feet, as I mentioned in the class, just doesn't swivel. So I don't go like this. See that? We're sewn. This is stationary. The rolling egg ball. See my knees? They're stable. And the knees in the internal system practice, it acts like a hinge. It's just for energy to go through. We're not pressing on this. So we're never pressing on the feet physically. We're not pressing on the knees. That's how we protect it. So what we do is that we use our hips, our waist, to guide the movement. See? The rolling eight ball. And then when we do like even ankle rooting, right? See? It stays behind. A good rule of thumb is that the tailbone is connected to the heel. So we know that if that is in alignment, that also protects the knees. Take for another example, this exercise you see many people doing it. If you do it in a circle, you're actually hurting your knees because you're taking it off alignment from your toes. So I teach it, we do oval shape, see? Small oval. If you do a small oval shape, now you're protecting your knees. You don't do a big wide circle. Because we're doing everything we're doing, I always say GOES, gentle. We're never pressing. We're using our waist to take the bulk of the pressure off the knees. The knees and the feet is a conduit of how energy dissipates. That's why sewn is very important. The more sewn you have, the less knees you're going to use to press. Another example, take stairs. Everybody walk upstairs and downstairs. So let's teach you how to walk it correctly, okay? So come here. So we have stairs right here, okay? So if Mary can come right to the side. If I put it on the ball of the feet, I'm going to put a lot of pressure on the knees. It's very obvious. And when I press, see that's a lot of pressure on the knees. So what you do is that you want to put it on the entirety of the step. And when you step, you want to sew let the rolling 8-ball guide you up. See? The rolling 8-ball is doing this, see? As I place it here, right? As I place it here, I want to release, let the rolling 8-ball roll up to guide me up. And this leg will guide this leg up. Again, I don't lean forward. I sink down, and I roll the ball. See that? I roll the ball back, and now this hip is guiding me up. That's how I go up. Okay? Another way that you can do it that's a little bit unorthodox, but again, you want your knees to last a lifetime, right? Sometimes for myself, as I'm walking, just
Sidestepping.
people might look at you, but it shouldn't matter because you gotta protect your knees. Anything that you're doing over and over again, it puts more stress on your knees. Even though if you do it correctly, you want to work a different muscle in your body. So if you do this way, now you're working the side part of your knees. But if you keep on walking linear, even though you're doing it right, over time you may still stress it. So walking side to side is actually very good for you. And when I walk down the stairs, right, again, if you want to walk linear, you need to sink and then bring it down. But going down much harder because there's momentum and energy going down. So I recommend when you walk down the stairs, just go like this.
Sidestepping.
Sidestepping.
Yes.
Again, you're working another part of the muscle that's part of the knees. And when you do that, that puts less on your knees. Okay, so doing all those things will help in the long term in what we just talked about. Another thing you can do that I do a lot is when you do a lot of this, you're just creating circulation. Okay, like this. You can make circles. Okay, and that also helps the knees as well. Another thing you can do is Sifu Chen has us lying down flat. Is when we kick the butt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it.
Is there room?
It's okay.
Yes. Oh, I see. So you're just flipping the legs down alternately.
So what you're doing is that when you, it's a song, so it's song. It's releasing tension here. See, song, yeah. Some people may not be able to do that because they're tight right here. So just do what you can and manage. If you can touch your butt, that's the best. If you cannot, just release it. Because when the legs come down, you're releasing. Another way to strengthen the knees, I learned from Sifu Chen, is do these. You go. See? You do sideways, backways. So what you're doing is that you're expanding, you're releasing tension on the knees. So those also help a lot in strengthening the knees. Now keep in mind that these exercises and suggestions is not a quick fix. If you've been doing it for years and you already have some damage in your knees, you gotta go easy, go slow, adjust and adapt to what you can do, and then build it